Yo, Coach Shamika Jones, welcome back to Film Study. Today we are breaking down Notre Dame, UConn, and this is the very first possession of the game. I want you to notice how Notre Dame is sitting in the 2-3, and even with Kate Koval setting screens and moving screens, they are in great position. Kate misses the layup, they get the rebound. I'm replaying it just so you could see how in sync they were. If you've seen this game, then you know how bad it turned really quickly, but if you haven't, on this amazing app of YouTube, it's a lot of people that got the full game replay. I suggest going to watch the full game, watching the clips, coming back to film study. Now, next possession here, I want you to notice how Hannah Hidalgo does a great job of finding Olivia Miles on this three-point line. But Olivia Miles shouldn't be open. Instead, Caitlin Chin gives way too much help. If you are on a shooter, we give a hand and a foot. We don't step all the way in the lane lines. It's not our job to stop the ball. Look at how far she is. She's nowhere near Olivia Miles to stop the ball in transition. Now, next possession, I want you to notice Latua King. She is just incredible. And I'm not just saying that because she's from the DMV like I am. Look at her step around, get the ball, start to lead the break, go behind her back. Most bigs cannot do that, guys. Most bigs just can't. She had an incredible night. So one of the different decisions that Paige made all night that Coach was fussing about, I'm going to say different. On this possession, Paige definitely should have kept it and went and got a bucket. As you can see, Latua King, here she goes again, being a playmaker and a difference maker. She jumps at Paige, and then she jumps right off knowing that Paige is going to pass it. She gets a hand on the ball. That's a turnover, Paige. Keep that ball, go score. Now, in this possession, this was a great dump down to the post. For whatever reason, Prosper did not drop in help side. Now, I've talked about it before. As good as Notre Dame is on ball possessions and zone defenses, they are not that good in the weak side. You see Prosper see the ball. As she sees the ball, her feet should be moving. Every time the ball moves, guys, your feet should be moving. If her feet are moving as the ball is moving, she is probably close enough, if not to get the steal, to deter the pass in general. Now, Sonny Citron was tasked with the difficult assignment to check Paige Beckers last night, and she did an amazing job. Because of the pressure, Hannah Hidalgo was able to get this steal, lead the break, pull up 1-on-4, 4-3, and it hits nothing but the bottom of the net because that's just Hannah in these moments. But again, it all starts because of this Sonia Citron pressure. They face guarded. They did a box and one. They did everything against Paige last night. And Sonia Citron, she stepped up and handled her business. She understood the assignment. I think Paige still ended with 20, but it was the most difficult 20 Paige has had this season alone. Now, just watch Olivia Miles be Olivia Miles. She makes it look so easy. Like, she's just so cool. I like Olivia Miles. She's just, welcome back, kid. In this possession, we're watching Notre Dame just move on defense. Like, they have amazing D. It's 19 seconds on this shot clock, and the one shot that UConn is able to get up in this particular possession is an air ball layup. Like, they just moved well. Now, in this possession right here, I want you to notice Sonia Citron. She stops the ball. She has a hand in the passing lane. Now, as she's walking down with Paige, she doesn't turn her head away. She sees Paige and the ball. That's what that should look like, guys. A lot of you, when the person is going away from the ball, we turn our backs. You got to stop turning your back. Always see man and ball. Here goes Paige earning her points again. She gets a steal. Left hand to right hand, little hezzy move, heads up move, and gets an easy 2 points. This might be the easiest 2 points that Paige got all night. Now we're at the end of the second quarter. I want you to notice how quick Paige is on her feet. She ties up King with the ball. King gets the ball in a steal. She takes it. She's about to take off dribbling, and Paige is just there. That's just a headsy play. Like, that's just instincts. You got to play with your instincts, guys. Trust yourself when you're playing. UConn just had a very difficult night last night. Like, even when they got the open looks, they just couldn't hit the shots. Here they are running an offense to perfection. This is what the offense should look like. And then Sarah Strong just being the number one recruit of last year. Sarah Strong just being Sarah Strong. But again, because of the pressure that Notre Dame applied and that hard fought first half to stay alive, UConn just didn't have enough in them to make the shots that needed to be made. Not to mention that Sarah Strong is right now playing with 3 fouls. Here we are again with this swarming Notre Dame defense, man-to-man pressure, which is a rare look from them. They're normally a zone team, right? But we see this man-to-man because honestly, UConn would eat up his own. Sonia Citron is applying pressure. Hannah Hidalgo is applying pressure. The only person that's a little lost, as always, is Olivia Miles. But because the other four are in sync so much with each other, applying pressure, talking on defense, switching, making sure they're meeting on the switches, not just standing. Olivia Miles, the fact that she's not in help side, that she's not seeing the ball, it just doesn't hurt them. This was just an amazing defensive possession and even a more amazing shot. Now, Coach C, you asked me why I said we don't help off of the corners in the game, in the flow of the game, and this is why. I want you to notice Hannah Hidalgo, right? She's gonna attack the lane lines. That's what she's supposed to do. But the biggest thing is look at Paige. Paige is closer to Hannah right now than she is to her own man. Do you see anybody else that's close enough to get to Citron, a known three-point shooter, to close out? Now, Coach Gino helps out of the corner. I do not. I believe in giving a hand and a foot and staying in that corner. All right, here is something we didn't see from UConn a lot last night, like most games. It's a fast break. It is a delayed break looking opposite. It just didn't go as planned because, of course, Notre Dame is everywhere. Hannah Hidalgo has her hands on everything. I told you that Paige had to earn everything, but the whole team did. But shout out to Gino for whatever he said to his team at halftime. They came out in the second half ready to play. They cut that score. Look, it's a 2-point game right now. And because of that momentum, look at Caitlin Chin. Turn Sonia Citron once, get a hand on it, turn her again. She's going to turn her a third time before fouling. Now, as we go through this again, I slowed it down. Right now, she is up. She's pressuring. In college basketball, you can touch one time, right? That's her one touch. She can't touch anymore. Her hands must be out. She got to be low, wide, ready to turn Citron. She turns her. Citron is losing the ball. Caitlin, I'm expecting you to have a little more poise. We are now at the 8 seconds mark of the shot clock. She is going to step up because she sees the ball. She gets too hungry. She fouls Citron with 5 seconds left in the shot clock. That's just not smart, Caitlin. That's just not smart. Be more disciplined, guys. If you sit down and you play solid D, I promise you they'll cough it up. All right, this play is in here because it was controversial when it happened live in the game. The fans were not feeling it. Neither was Hannah Hidalgo, so I'll explain it first. Look at King. She keeps this offender, this offensive player, out of the middle. There is no help in the middle. You always want to force players baseline side. That's where your help is, and this is exactly where Koval meets them. The bigs wall up, ball goes up, and it should be an over the back. Prosper started with a box out, but what you're looking at is her hand wrapped around the rebounder, which makes it a foul. She started with the box out. If she would have got a little lower, sat on her knees, it would have been an over the back. No problem. Mama, there go that girl again. Look at King. Latua King was everywhere. She gets this steal. They're off to the races. Look at Hannah Hidalgo pushing Koval out of the way and giving the ball back. When you're big or you're a player, you got a teammate that does something well, reward them with the ball. I'm so proud of Hannah for being a leader, and that's a veteran move. That's not a sophomore move. King gets on the floor. She's working her butt off. Hannah gets the ball. She's in transition. You see her. I slow it down right here so you can see her wave Koval out of the way, and she knows King is coming. King comes in. She gets her 2 points. Job well done. I'm going to need Coach Gino to stop helping out of the corners. I want you to notice as Caitlin Chin goes, right, 2 passes away, she should be on the midline. She should never be on the opposite side of the paint. Her man is in the corner. Her man is Olivia Miles. We all know Olivia Miles had a year off, which means she wasn't doing nothing but shooting while she was rehabbing. You should never be that far away. Never get that caught up in the ball that you forget that they have shooters. Good job, Olivia Miles, for knocking the shot down. Now, I left this in here because, man, know your personnel. Yes, it would have been an amazing play if she would have caught it, but I would prefer to make sure it gets there. Don't get that ball like that. Make sure she can catch it. Latua King again with the right read. She drives in from the baseline. She's just showing us just how much stuff she got in her bag. WNBA, I know she on y'all watch list. She draws 2. She gives that ball up to Koval right on time, right on cue. She just had a really amazing night. Like, I'm super impressed with her possessions, man. And right here, end of the game, minute left, she is, for whatever reason, not a good free throw shooter. I think that's just, she should be better at that. But she gets the steal. She gets her own rebound. That shouldn't happen, guys. Box out the rebounder. And I left this in here because everybody wants to sidestep. The ref called a travel. Let's look. 1, 2. Nah, that's not a travel. That's clean. He just didn't like it. As always, make sure you're checking out the box sheets. The box sheets tell us the story of the game. Go back through, watch the full game. Check it out. Talk to me. Leave a comment. Something positive, please. positive comments. Let me know what you're actually saying, what parts of this breakdown that you're understanding, what parts you don't. If you have questions, comments, you want to see me break down a different team, a certain player, whatever you're looking for, make sure that you're always a student of the game, regardless of if you're a coach, player, or parent. As always, like, subscribe, share, and to all of my new followers, thank you. I will keep the content coming. Just keep coming back. Peace.